became public on social media when Trump tweeted last week, "I am working hard even on Thanksgiving trying to get Carrier AC Company to stay in the U.S., Indiana. Making progress, will know soon." Their reply at the time was this: "Carrier has had discussions with the incoming administration and we look forward to working together. Nothing to announce at this time." But it's a week later and a deal is done. So what was it? Well, Carrier did say tonight incentives offered by the state were a big part of the reason they're staying. The Wall Street Journal reports that Indiana Governor turned Vice President-elect Mike Pence was the point person for some of the give and take, and Carrier apparently knew that Pence meant business because he had already taken back some of the incentives his state had given to Carrier when they said they were moving south. Now the Vice President-elect is going to join the President-elect, Donald Trump, at this Carrier plant that they figured out how to keep open tomorrow on the first stop of their Thank You Victory Tour. The whole point of this victory tour is to say thanks to the voters who put them in power, but it sounds like they may be hearing some thanks themselves from these factory workers as well. Megan?
Sure does. Peter, thank you. Well, two Carrier employees with more than 3 decades of service between them join me now. Paul Roll is a team leader who's worked for the company for 17 years. TJ Bray is an insulator for Carrier and has worked there for 14 years. Insulator, sorry, TJ. Great of you both to be here. Paul, let me start with you. That moment that we just watched, let's just watch it again because you were in the room when they announced they were moving your job to Mexico. Watch it again.
And protect the business for long term is to move production from our facility in Indianapolis to Monterrey, Mexico.
What was that moment like for you?
It was just shocking. I couldn't believe they were going to leave when we had been so profitable for them. I just went numb. Just didn't know how to react to it. And I haven't been able to watch that video.
Now you're... Completely understandable. You're married. You've got 2 children. How old are your kids?
My son is 9 and my daughter's 13.
So this has real-life consequences for you. Were you concerned about being able to find another job?
Yes, I was, especially another job that pays what Carrier pays. And I was worried that taking a pay cut by getting another job would mean I would have to sell my home to get a home somewhere else that I could afford with my lower income by changing jobs.
How about you, TJ? When you heard the news, what was your reaction that they were going to move your job to Mexico?
I was completely devastated. You know, this was my only adult job I've ever had. I've had this job since I was 18, so to have this ripped away from me and with no warning or no red signs, red flags that anything was going on with this company that would tell us that there was any problems with this company. I was absolutely disgusted by the announcement and the way we were told the announcement and told to shut up when we were, made a loud noise about the fact that we were told we were losing our jobs. So it was heartbreaking to see what was going on with myself and my coworkers that I cared about.
And you as well are married with 2 kids. So when Donald Trump, because he made this an issue while he was out on the campaign trail, when he was saying he was coming after Carrier, did you guys support him? Were you Trump supporters before November 8th?
I was not a huge Trump supporter. I didn't really know how to take Mr. Trump. But I'm glad that he actually lived up to a promise and stuck with it, and I'll gladly throw some support to him. And if I get a chance to shake his hand tomorrow to thank him for saving my job, I'll gladly do that.
How about you, Paul? How did you feel about him then and now?
I've supported him the whole time, even in the beginning when everybody said he wasn't serious about running as a candidate. And when he was going for the Republican nomination, nobody thought he would get it. His own party was against him. When he got the candidacy to be the nominee for the Republicans, everybody still said he wasn't going to get the election. He did it. 3 weeks after he gets elected, he makes the announcement he done what he said he was going to do with Carrier.
When you heard the news yesterday that you'd keep your job, how did that feel, Paul?
I was just ecstatic. Was just shocked. I couldn't believe it. seen it on Facebook.
And how about you,
I
TJ?
thought,
Same thing as Paul said. I was shocked, and still am to this day. I mean, I'm still in shock, and it still seems surreal. I mean, this is unprecedented, and I'm glad that it seems like I'm a part of history that's being made right now with a president being able to put his foot down and being able to save some American jobs.
Great to see you guys. Thank you both so much for being here.
Yeah,
oh,
thank you.